Prologue. Let's go. Hey, some quartz. Yeah, I know. It's... Again, she'll understand. Zufu will understand. What's all the commotion? Come on, Pops, back me up here. You can't think summer without thinking about the beach, right? So what if we've been there before? Just pick the beach. You know what you want, huh? We could borrow Father's fancy ship and live it up in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, grabbing killer waves and eats. I never thought Mo would be bantering with Gordy. Sadness and probably revenge rolls? Oh boy. I see, so you're proposing a cruise on a luxury liner. I suppose you make a good case. Don't be absurd, you're not thinking this through. The cruel summer heat is the very reason we should choose a vacation destination where we can hide from the sun's rays and enjoy a cool summer retreat. If you feel like wearing a swimsuit, you can always go to a pool, but you can't beat the comfort and convenience of a city. So I say we go with a resort in a city.
Yes, right. I suppose that's also one possible approach. Help.
Personally, I prefer a destination other than the beach or the city, somewhere entirely different for us to enjoy. Like that time we went to a deserted island. Who knows what kind of opportunities for discovery somewhere new may offer. Vexedly unhelpful by adding yet another option. I mean... I did see the clips. I will have to see if it will let me download them as that manner, because generally I download the clips in landscape mode and then adjust them to portrait mode myself, but I will see how the clips you made turn out on my downloads, because when I've tried to download the portrait modes, they just turned out weird. What you guys... I mean, we know what they're talking about. Oh, good morning, Senpai. To answer your question, you know how summer break is just around the corner. The director was just discussing possible special simulator settings for our vacation. But then Mordred and Tenok Titan happened by, which was when things started getting heated. Poor Gordy. Can't please them both, huh? Yes, exactly. I'm still hoping we can find some way to resolve this peacefully, but so far... You know what? Why don't we find... You know what? Let's simulate a giant city on the back... A giant moving city. A boat city, one could say. You know, that sails the ocean's blue. I feel like that is a thing in fantasy. I feel like that is... Like, in some... I remember reading some fantasy or watching some anime where that was a thing. Where it was just a city on a boat that sailed the oceans, but I cannot remember what. I'm still hoping we can find some way to resolve this peacefully, but so far... I'm only seeing one answer here. Really? What is it? Please, tell us. If we can't find a way to breach this divide soon, the director could end up literally divided as well.
I really wish Caroline would stop voicing such horrifying truth so casually.
Well, consider this your 6th memo, Infinity. And append 5 your arc. The answer is, just forget the whole thing. Who says you have to go outside just because it's summer, huh? Just stay home. Home's the best. There's no place like home, right? All you need is a great game and working AC. What more could you ask for? You know, I actually kind of lean towards Jinico's side here. Nothing beats just lounging around at home.
Yes, that's all well and good, if they're willing to go with that. But see, they're not even listening.
Although, in the case of having so many attractive girls in swimsuits, some of which, you know, would very likely throw themselves at you, I would definitely be more inclined to the beach. Just saying. Beach. City. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Junico.
Get down!
What's this? I failed, but all I did was offer some advice. I thought that was a sniper coming in. The autoscan program's running. Let's see. Spirit origin graph data anomaly detected. It's true. There is something weird with your spirit origin graph, Ganesha. Well, more than usual, I mean. You mean there's something wrong with me? But I feel fine. Please don't autopsy me. It's a pretty big anomaly, but it's also not all that big a deal. Could just be a bug in the scanner. Here, take a look. It's saying every servant of your particular class, that is, all the moon cancers, are currently showing up as unmeasurable. Again, it's not only Ganesha, the anomaly appears to be occurring with every moon cancer spirit origin graph. Of course, moon cancer is a pretty mysterious class that we still don't know much about anyway. I wonder why this is happening.
I see, so you're saying we might be facing a dire situation, yes? Then let's table the topic of summer vacation for the moment and... wait.
I know that music. Oh boy. Aww. Is it wrong? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't care for BB. But maybe it is just expectations, you know, from the CCC event, how sudden BBVA hopping in. Is it wrong that I was kind of hoping for that to happen with this? Hello, good people of Chaldea. How are you all doing on this fine midsummer day? That gentle yet mischievous voice, eminently rational even as you're sure it's hiding something. You must be Devil BB, the dependable health management AI. That's right, Mesh. I think you and I are gonna have a nice long talk later.
As if this wasn't complicated enough. Did you learn nothing from Lulu Hawa? We're not falling for your tricks again. No sane person would trust a shifty AI like you. Go enjoy your summer in the digital sea you crawled out of and leave the rest of us in peace.
Damn, Gordy. I wouldn't be that brutal with her. You know, I could understand that from Master, but now you're saying such slanderous things about me too, Director? And after I brought you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity if all of humanity would kill for, too. I guess it's just as I guess an AI just can't earn a human's trust, no matter how cute, attractive, or advanced we may be.
Now, I wouldn't go with that far. I'm sorry, BB. I let my prejudices get the better of me. There, if you have something to share with us, I'd love to know what it is.
Now, that's how Chaldea's leader should be talking. I'm touched by your gall. I missed that word. Magnanimity. Anyway, as I was just about to say, I just happened to overhear your discussion a moment ago. The beach, the city, the wilderness, those are all great ideas, but they've all been done to death, don't you think? You want to go somewhere new, somewhere the excitement has only just begun. I'm scrolling through it slowly, just to find out what you did. You want to go to a beach you've never seen, a city you've never visited, a tourist hotspot with blazing hot sun and a snazzy hotel. He's messing with the Alco entry. First off, I see that. So what would you say if I told you could have all you have to do is say the word and I could take you to exactly such a dream spot?
So are you saying this place can satisfy the servants who have caught me between a rock and a hard place?
So we're talking, what, a city on the beach? Something like that? As long as there's somewhere I can catch some gnarly waves, I don't mind if there's a city nearby. See you, Infinity. Thanks for stopping by. And I guess I should thank you for providing J6 with some napalm, because now he has the means to get revenge against me. And he hopefully won't be as mean to me. I'm not denying the pleasures the ocean has to offer either. Water and cities complement each other very well. So if this dream spot of yours manages to fuse both in a pleasing way, it should be adequate.
I don't know. Can you really take us somewhere as incredible as you're saying?
Of course I can. I'm the super capable, ultra-advanced health management AI. This year is going to be the year I show you a summer spot so mind-blowingly good. Now you'll all be shouting BB's the best at the top of your lungs before you know it. The NP10 Tower BB? No, please don't. So, I appreciate you adding her in. However, J6, per the rules, only one servant can be set at something other than 0 at their introduction. So, if you want her down that low, you're going to have to spend channel points for it. For now, I will be respectful And I will put her below Aoko. Lulu, Hawa, and Hawartoria were both fun, but... I know what you mean, Senpai. The other summer venues BB prepared for us were both wonderful. But they also had enough, quirks I can't help but be very hesitant about this new one. Oh, you think I'm all talk again? Fine, then I'll just tell you. This year I'm inviting Senpai and the rest of you to... AD 2030, Dubai, but in the future. No cursing from me. Roger, roger. No cursing from me. And we're going to the future! Future! I can't do the Squidward meme that well. Did she really need the spotlights when she's the only one talking? The future. Dubai, that's in the Middle East. It's one of the Emirates of the United Arab Emirates, or UAE for short. I'm afraid I don't know much about it, other than the fact that it's supposed to be an enormous city undergoing rapid modernization. But, more importantly... Hold on, did you just say this is Dubai in 2030? How are we supposed to get there, then? You'll ray shift, of course. I know what you're thinking, ray shifting to the future, but that's supposed to be impossible, right? Well, it might be impossible with Chaldea systems, but it's not for me. Or rather, it's possible because I'm 100% Seraph-made AI created in the year 2030. So, even if we're from different worlds, it won't violate my directive to manage your health if I were just to invite you to my time period. And a little pleasure trip to the future won't be a problem on the bleached Earth. So don't worry, speaking as the OG Moon Cancer, as the only and #1 BB in fact, you can rest assured that you're in good hands. There is no Curry Senpai, so I'm guessing that she is, has something to do with Curry. So I will -3 her, because again, you can only subtract 1 from each rank up thing. So that puts her at just above Ushigozen. I didn't see this resemblance now that I think about it. I must say, someone started talking big today. You're saying the only reason we can't observe the future is because Chaldea's ray shift system isn't up to it. And you're going to use that same system to take us there? Are you really sure that's safe? I'm sure it won't be a problem at all. I will be using the coffins, but the ray shift will be performed with a different system only I'm familiar with. So don't you worry about a thing, Senpai. All you have to do is get packed and thank your lucky stars for little old BB's greatness. Dubai of the future is a sight to behold. I guarantee the boredom will be the last of your worries. And of course, you won't need to find your way on your own either. I'll send a guide as soon as you arrive. Oh, and while Dubai would normally be subject to a bunch of strict rules, my special BB tour package will get you off the hook. Hey, Andy, welcome to stream. Happy things. J6, you're breaking the level up order, Doc. Because now I don't see her anywhere, and everything is blank. Yeah, everything is blank now. J6, did you wipe the whole dock? At least it's blank on my end. So, feel free to wear whichever swimsuit gear or summer gear or swimsuits you like. That's all for now, my little celebs. Okay, I just need to refresh on my end, but it is lagging like hell. Anyway, I still want to ask you about these Spirit Origin graph anomalies we've been... And she's gone. Damn it. Looks like we got our primary suspect. This is BB we're talking about. But hey, maybe it wouldn't have made any difference. It's not like she would have told you just because you asked. I didn't get the most of that, but it sounds like we're getting a new beach to hit this summer, yeah? Hell yeah, I gotta get ready so we can leave ASA frickin' P. An enormous city undergoing rapid modernization, huh? The nerve of her saying such a thing in my presence. The UAE is in a desert, as I recall. We don't have anything like that back in our world. I look forward to seeing just what this new city has to offer. Congrats, Infinity Lord, on getting that extra bit there. Congrats, congrats. Like I said, you can do it. I'll admit I'm a little concerned, but overall, well, what do you think, Gordy?
Sure, why not? Dubai ought to be safe. Quite safe. I, the commander, know very well how hard our servants work each and every day. So I am, of course, in favor of letting them relax and enjoy themselves. Besides, BB's primary directive is driven by good intuition, yes? She may have her share of oddities, but those things are always the first to fail. As long as Solo's there, I expect everything will be fine. And I'm not just saying that because I couldn't take another minute sandwich between the outdoor camp and city camp.
I'm kind of intrigued. I cannot say I've always wanted to visit Dubai, so I'm not going to use that option. Yes, me too. If it really is just regular Dubai, I guess I can't pass up a chance to see what it's like in the future. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in BB's approach to race-shift technology. So, if the rest of Chaldea is on board with the plan, I'm definitely not about to speak up against it. Besides, BB's actually been an invaluable computational resource. She deserves a reward as much as anyone else. But I get the sense there's still no shortage of funny business afoot. So I want you to take every possible precaution on this excursion. Hey, Zahak, welcome to stream. Happy things. But yes, as Janice said, I was rolling for Zufu, and I got NP3 Cheel and NP5 Dabrinya. No, not in one lore. Not in one roll. Not in one roll. This has all the makings of a great trip. Choosing even more servants than usual to go along. I'm glad to see you in such high spirits. Go on, enjoy yourselves. Oh yeah, I got Drake spooked as well. I did get the Drake spook.
As for me, I think I'll take Ganesha's advice and indulge in some driving games in my nice, air-conditioned room. My nerves could use it.
Yeah, about 240 quartz and 10 tickets. 240 quartz, 10 tickets, and I've been given the bad news that BB is likely going to be on the next summer banner, which means no 5-star H on summer. Which means it's going to be hell to get her. Especially considering how often BB wants to come home to me. Alright, looks like you're all ready. Sure am. So this is where Dabrinya comes in. I don't get the hat, but it's fine. I've never worn a swimsuit before, but I like it. It's so easy to move around in. You know, she's not wrong. I can very much foresee that being very easy for her to move around in. I'm still not sure why you chose me for this. Zufu, I wish you came home! You're such a bro. You're such a best friend, Coded. But I'm sure she understands. I only got the swimsuit so I could hang out with Lady U. Oh well, now that I'm doing this, I may as well enjoy myself. Talk about a once-in-a-lifetime promotion. Hey, a rush! I like how they're all getting the cinematics. Or at least as close to cinematics as can be. I'm the Queen of Curse, so I'll have to make it extra sure I don't embarrass myself. I doubt somewhere on the surface has anything going for it besides heat, but I've been chosen to protect Soul, so I can at least do that much. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm about to see another of the summer servants here? As Chaldea's foremost representative of cities, it's only sensible I was chosen to accompany this. Okay, so Tenok Titlan is the other summer servant then. Okay. Yeah, very much a modern city girl look. Forget Talalak, and I'm not going to try and pronounce that name. I'm going as Tenok Titlan and Tenok Titlan alone. So, where's that other servant who was yammering about the beach and surfing? I honestly do feel like... So, if she is the other servant on the banner, I might not be opposed to getting her either. I've not really... Outside of LB7, she's not really had too big of an impact. So I am curious to see what kind of role she will play. You hope you don't get MP5 shield to match Arc? Oh, that's interesting. Studying Mayan culture back in college, names of the gods are hard to pronounce. Yes, the Mayan names are very hard to pronounce, but... Huitzilopochtli. That's... I'm not gonna... She wants to go by Tenochtitlan, so she is Tenochtitlan. If you mean Mordred, they tend to be even, more rambunctious than usual during summer. So I think they probably went on ahead rather than wait for us. On which note, I'll be joining you this time as well, Master. Yay! I'm having her bring along even more accessories for her shield and mystic codes than usual, so you're ready for anything. If anything happens, don't be afraid to lean on her even more than usual. Anyway, Soul, these are all the servants who will be accompanying you this time. Just kidding. Come on in, guys. Ah. 2 of 3 I'm fine with. Can we just cut out the guy on the right? Like, snip, snip. Of course his first line. I don't care for him. No. No. Bartholomew, no. No. Step back, you pervy weirdo. If you don't, I'll keep stomping on you until there's nothing left but a fine paste. Same with Yuzufu. I'd be alongside her. I would definitely be alongside of her, stomping him into paste. Percy! Honestly, again, Percy's a bro. And I don't remember what NP level I have him at, but I wonder, considering I consider Percy such a bro, maybe that explains why I have such high NP levels of both Melusines. It could be an explanation, because they are siblings. Technically. It'll be my honor to keep you safe this summer, Master. Sir Percival is at your service. Now, if you're wondering about this outfit, Lord Merlin gave it to me for the summer. While it's not as durable as my usual armor, it's much lighter and easier to move in. So please, don't worry. If I need to fight, I'll be just as capable as ever. A true hero dresses up for summer. At times, they must also remove their armor to beat the heat. Honestly, I don't care for Karna's look here. Like, I don't know. Just something about his look doesn't scream summer to me. It's weird. Also, it really emphasizes just how pale his skin is, just by putting him in so much pale coloration. I got that from Ganesha. It's really quite profound when you think about it. We all got new outfits. That's fair. Different cultures and all that. I know you've got a few more companions than usual for this trip, but I figured strength in numbers was the right approach. Anyway, that really is everyone now. As soon as we're done double-checking things, you'll be off to Dubai.
Indeed, remember this is a vacation, not a mission. Your only duty is to relax and have a good time. Yes, certain parts of this excursion elude me and leave me a little nervous, but that's the true of international travel in general. But as long as you all stick together, everything should turn out alright. Now, get out there and have yourself some fun.
Woo! Fun, fun, fun. Good lord, so much BB coded. She looks a little different back there. So this is Dubai, or rather, Dubai's airport. Everything's so clean! I wouldn't say new, because none of this looks new to me. Farming section and shop only open after section 3. Got it. Well, I am going to be doing as much of the story today as I can, so... Indeed, it's easy to feel at home when everything is so well kept. Fascinating. It all lines up with what I read before we left. The shades. I like the shades on him. That looks slick. They are a great combo on him, let's be honest. Of course, I was only able to read the entry in Chaldea's database, since we don't have much time. I don't want to be as jacked as he is, but part of me kind of wishes I could be at the same time, you know? Like, I've got noodle arms. I wish I... Envy. He's a bro, but I'm envious at the same time. The truth is, I rather enjoy learning about other countries' cultures and climates. I can see that. So while I certainly am committed to keeping you safe, I still intend to enjoy myself. I plan to take in as many sights as my duties will permit. I hope we can share some fun times together on this trip. Absolutely. No way. You not like it here, Canuck? Yes, I do need to make the bro tier list, that is true. What do you mean? That was my outburst of joy, my... Tlama Kazkui? I apologize if I butchered that. An airport is the gateway to a modern city. It declares the city's caliber for all to see. And this gateway is absolutely flawless. Not only is it immaculate, its architectural design is extremely well thought out. This whole place is brimming with anticipation and tension, brightening the heart and sharpening the mind of any unfamiliar traveler. Priest, okay. Honestly, the presentation has me reeling. It's the same feeling you might get from seeing a young person in formal wear making an extra effort to stand up straight. Let's see, I think there's a ceremony in Japan that involves young children dressing in kimonos. Shichigo-san, was it? Imagine seeing a darling young child doing their best to participate in a formal ritual, and you'll understand. Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, I pronounced something correctly, everybody. That is a win. But I digress. It's still too soon to be completely won over. This city makes an excellent first impression. That is all I can say for sure just now. It's not as hot as I expected. They must have air conditioning here. Really? Air conditioning in an airport? Never would have guessed. Yeah, now that I'm here and seeing how everything is, I'm actually getting excited. True, the scale of this place is impressive. It's a modern building, but it has a kind of solemn air I'd expect from a temple. I was wondering what it would be like here. So far, it's surpassing my expectations. Arash, you okay? I'm fine, it's nothing. Just a small headache. It's gone now. I guess the reshift made me a little sick. What was that just now? Hey, I get it. New places always bring on a sense of wonder and exhilaration that's almost intoxicating. So I'm pretty excited about this trip too. That said, it looks like that exhilaration isn't all we're gonna find here. At least not if that headache-inducing ad I'm seeing is anything to go by. I'm not sure that's an ad. I think that's just BB being BB. Yep, okay. I'm seeing some different artwork of BB. What was that? Why did it just flash to 4 zeros? I'll be blunt. I have no idea what we're looking at. Neither do I. I'm not gonna even think about checking his phone. Not at all. Like, if BB can, like, completely wipe Bart out from the, like, all of his internet history and prevent him from ever using the internet again, then she goes up to being alright in my books. Looks like a poster with an electronic billboard, or maybe a calendar. At least you can tell from the art on the left that it's got something to do with BB. But still, this is an international airport, right? Where does she get off acting like she owns it? I don't know. For that matter, we still don't know why BB invited us to the future Dubai in the first place. But before we get to that, we should check in with Chaldea to let them know the raid ship was a success. Yep. Just like with Seraph. You can't reach them. No, I can't. That's weird. I know comms have been acting up lately, but we took extra measures to make this as stable as possible this time. Just a moment. Let's use the sensors of my shield to run a scan to see if anything else is amiss. What does this mean? What is it, Mash? Well, assuming I'm not mistaken, it appears that I'm unable to identify any of your servant classes. Is that a problem? Not necessarily. It's clearly an anomaly, but the fact that we're all here as proof of our existence is still being verified. So I don't think anything has changed, either internally nor fundamentally. It just means that we can no longer determine what type of servant you are from looking at you. I don't foresee it causing any problems in combat or elsewhere. Something with the moon cancer anomaly more likely than not? I'm afraid I just can't say at this point. I'm sorry. So we just don't know, huh? I like to say no harm, no foul here, but... Indeed, between this and the strange BB's billboard and being mysteriously cut off from Chaldea, something definitely feels off. Does this mean we should move beyond our guard, or just not worry about it and focus on enjoying our vacation? It's really hard to say. Excuse me. There he is. You must be Soul! Future citizens! You can tell they're from the future because they have high-tech visors on. Like, okay, I guess their garb does have more futuristic, like, designs on it. Stereotypically futuristic, but... visors? Really? Visors? That's like, low-tier, let's try and portray future society. Welcome to Dubai. We've been so excited for your arrival. Lady BB told us all about you. We're thrilled to have you as our guests. I thought this is the welcome. This isn't the welcome I was expecting. BB did send she was gonna send guide. Good point. Are you? No. We're only here to officially welcome you to our city. Your guide is waiting for you over at the bus terminal. Come on, we'll show you the way. Let's see what's up. I mean, I guess they could be robots. The visors could be deceptions, and they could be actually their eyes themselves. It's definitely hotter outside, but still not as bad as I thought. Maybe it's thanks to the spirit origin. The more I wear this swimsuit, the more I like it. Would you look at that? Even outside the airport, it's all futuristic and tasteful. I kind of feel like this is the same... I feel like we've seen this background before with the other summer event. BB notwithstanding, of course. Agreed, architecture like this may not have any practical purpose, but it's important to focus on maximum visual impact, as it is to be commended. The mark of a truly great city is its ability to keep people enthralled. I suppose you could call this impetus of youth. They're clearly committed to making everything bigger. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourself. So, where's our guide? Hey, over here. Excuse me, I need water. I'm way off. Fair. There she is! Okay, so... she's in this event, too. I kind of got the feeling that she was going to show up in this. You guys were kind of being not too subtle with her appearing here. So... interesting. Maybe... You guys never directly mentioned her, but you guys were being subtle, not so subtle, that she would be here. Very subtle, not so subtle. I wonder... maybe I'm just picking up weird clues, but... so... the event... yeah, her event is after Ordeal Call 3. I remember based on the, roadmap during the 9th anniversary. So... she could be a free servant. Or rather, an event servant. You guys were saying that there was going to be a surprise in this event. So, that's kind of... and it was around the same time I was talking about Kazura, so that's kind of where I kind of got that inkling, but... nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, everyone. I'll be your guide for your stay here in Dubai. You can call me... BB okay. BB Lily, huh? Oh, why do I feel like she is going to be an antagonistic force against BB? Just like in Foxtail. Yeah, canonically we don't. But I feel like she is going to be a force of conflict against BB. Which may make her an enemy, may not. Ooh, this looks nice. Wait, is that a Jacinth zone? Oh no. Is that what you guys were warning me about? Jacinth is here? Oh no, she's invading other games, guys! Jacinth is invading other games. What are we gonna do? She's spreading like a virus. Section 1, welcome to Dubai. I didn't. I was making a joke, man. So does that... I wonder, then, like, on a legit meta level, does somebody on the ZA development team that designed Jacinth, like, I wonder if they're a fan of Fate, and they took the Jacinth Zone idea from BB Zone. That would be... I mean, that would be an interesting tie-in. It'd be pretty fun. BB Lily, huh? That's right. Oh, but please don't think of me as a smaller version of the BB you know. I'm my own person, completely distinct. Oh, and please don't treat me like a child either. I'm a very proper lady, even if I may not look it now. I'm also far more dignified and virtuous than BB could ever hope to be. In fact, I consider her my anti-role model. She seems familiar somehow. Why are you staring at me? Do you feel like you've seen me before or something? That's very possible. They do say there are at least 3 people in this world who look exactly like you. In your case, I mean, I guess all the Sakura 5 do look a bit different from each other, so... BB and I are a perfect example. As for any of the resemblances you may find, I think it's best if we chalk them up to a coincidence. I see. So your resemblance is purely coincidental, then? Name tag says Kazura. Nice. That's just the name of my class in school? Don't worry about it. I'll change it to something more appropriate for where we are eventually. At any rate, you all certainly took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? BB got more and more enthusiastic the longer it took you to get here. You know? I wonder. Oh, that would be... So don't spoil me if I'm wrong. Don't spoil me if I'm wrong, but... I wonder. You guys are saying that BB is the other one, but what if it isn't BB? Because in Foxtail, Kazura impersonates BB, so... that would be an interesting twist on it. So maybe so maybe the other summer banner. Okay. I could see that being a case. She started going on about filling Dubai with innovative new events, the likes of which have never been seen before. And now she's in a pretty bad place. I didn't think we were that late. We did get a little overexcited when we saw how nice the airport was. And a few other things distracted us too, so I'll admit we may have taken a little longer than we realized. More importantly, what do you mean BB's in a bad place? You've probably already seen signs of it even here in the airport. But you'll see what I mean soon enough. A picture's worth 1,000 words after all. Now come with me. I'll be taking you to your hotel in a private bus. Once you're all checked in, we'll take the bus over to BB's place. She really should be the one to explain everything. No, come on. The bus is right over here. What do you think, Master? It seems safe enough. Kazura would have no reason to hate us because we are not an AI. Alright, let's be on our way. In it's about a 12-minute ride to the Marion Hotel where you'll all be staying. As you'll soon see, your easy access from the airport to city center is another one of Dubai's hallmarks. She sat down in the chair reserved for the guide. And for some reason, Percival is sitting nearby in the front row. Pardon me, do you mind if I ask you a question? Not at all. I'm your guide. I'm here to help. Well, as Lady Ereshkigal mentioned earlier, there are some reasons we were slow to leave the airport. So I thought it would be best to ask you about them. That's exactly what I wanted to ask about, too. Way to go, Percival. This must be why he took a seat in the front. Damn it, his back's so broad I can't see a thing up ahead. First of all, we've been having trouble contacting Chaldea. Do you have any idea why that might be? You have? BB did say sending transmissions to the future would cost a lot more. It could be that the code conversations still aren't done yet. Still, there's only about a 10-year difference. I expect it won't take long for the connection to be repaired. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. But Ray shift is clearly stable, and I'm sure BB can tell you how to get back. I have a question too, if that's okay. Do you have any idea why we haven't been able to determine our servant classes since we arrived? No, I can't say I do. More importantly, does that even matter? It seems to me that the difference in classes is pretty much a relic of the past. Especially here in Dubai. What do you mean by that? Be patient, we're almost to the city now.
That's not ominous at all.
Once we're there, you'll see what I mean. When I said BB's in a pretty bad place.
Class divide doesn't matter. As far as fate goes, that is a little bit ominous, but... Wow, she is really taking over.
You're right, Senpai. There are BB signs everywhere.
That's right, they're everywhere you look. Up, down, left, and right. This is what it looks like when BB gets a taste of Dubai's glitz and glamour, and really lets it go to her head.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. While you took your sweet time getting here, BB began holding all sorts of different events. It's made her wildly popular with the locals. And now, after a snap election, she's officially become Dubai's new ruler. Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's true, just look around the city. BB controls everything here now. Most of the locals practically worship the ground she walks on. Oh, just what we need, BB to have a bigger ego. So she's the mayor of Dubai now. But isn't Dubai?
I've heard Dubai is ruled by a long-standing monarchy and it has its restrictions on political participation. So then how?
We're almost to the hotel. I think you'll get a better idea of what's going on when we're there.
Ominous. Ominous. Whoa.
Wow, the hotel is way off. Alright, support only. Let's see what we got.
Very glitzy and glamorous.
More BBs!
Okay, when someone gets this full of herself, it's actually kind of funny.
Kind of.
I'm not laughing. This is outright headache-inducing. I will admit that reality is at least starting to sink in. I guess this means BB really does rule Dubai now.
If that's a shock, you better brace yourselves. You haven't seen the half of it.
Once you've dropped off your bags, we're going to see BB, the new ruler of Dubai, in person. And she'll explain what this trip will involve. Since you all just arrived today, I suggest you leave your itinerary at that and spend the rest of the day relaxing. Good idea, thank you. So, where can we find BB?
Exactly where you'd expect to find a city's ruler.
Do you know the tallest building in the city? The place closer to outer space than anywhere else nearby? It's the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world and Dubai's crown jewel. If that doesn't count as a landmark, I don't know what does. That being said, I doubt she'll just let you waltz up to the top floor. So she'll probably meet you by the fountain in the plaza out front first.
Well, whatever the case, it sounds as though we all need to meet with BB. Alright, let's put our bags away and go!
Are we still not there yet? I feel like we've been on this bus for way too long. Actually, we haven't moved for kind of a while now. Traffic is pretty backed up. Is it always like this? You could say that. There's not much space to work with, relatively speaking, so the roads do get quite busy. There are plenty of lanes for traffic, but they're still mostly one way. The roads were designed for smooth traffic, of course, but they didn't account for so many cars. It's something to improve on. Oh my, so we finally spot a flaw in this young city. I suggest a system of canals. Should you need help from the world's greatest city built atop the water, I may be willing to oblige. Thanks for the tip. We already do have waterways here. I take it you mean the Dubai Creek, the inlet that became the foundation for much of the city's growth. As I recall, they also have ferries running. Well, you really know your stuff. Well, anytime he puts the glasses down, I'm just thinking Sigurd. Well, I did brush up before we left. All that being said, it looks like this particular congestion isn't just a matter of Dubai's geography.
Down with BB's tyranny. Protect our skyline. I'm sick of seeing that face.
Who are those people? Those are likely BB boycotters. Hugely popular though BB is, she still hasn't gotten her approval ratings up to 100%. There is a small but loud minority of dissenters who like to go around stirring up trouble like that. Now I see, so they're the ones causing this traffic jam. I'm sorry to ask you to do this, but would you mind chasing them away? Where'd that come from? If you're worried about the legalities, don't be. My duty as guide is to make sure your trip goes smoothly. And that is why BP has given me the authority to perform security operations pertaining to sightseeing. As long as you act with my permission, you have all the authority you need to deal with these criminals.
Halt, criminal scum!
I'll go along with whatever you decide, Master. What about the rest of you? It does look like we'll have to do something about them to get traffic moving again, since it seems they've completely barricaded the road. This disturbance is clearly affecting other citizens, too. So I guess it'd technically be helping people?
This does seem rather heavy-handed. Still, if this is what we need to do to keep the people safe, then I guess we'll have no choice. Though we will need to be careful not to be so careless that we injure them.
I don't mind doing this, but... Indeed, we've been riding in this cramped vehicle for so long that I felt I was beginning to lose my edge. Let's help manage congestion.
Alright, there's something I should tell you. Remember when I said Lord Merlin gave me this outfit? Well, it has something of a quirk. Whenever I get pumped up for battle while wearing it...
Shirt comes off. Oh, shirt opens up.
I end up looking like this. Apparently it happens in natural response to my magical energy.
Again? I want to be that shredded. Like, I don't want that kind of muscle mass, but I would love that degree of muscle tone. But I know it's not something you can naturally get without, like, severe starvation and dehydration of yourself. Also, my webcam is weird right now. Kind of went off kilter. I noticed it got loose, so I just fixed it real quick. Oh, so it's basically a quick change costume?
Indeed. Though I can't say I see the point.
Oh, you know what they say. There's a time and place for everything. Indeed. Alright, so it is support servants only.
We're gonna go with Percival.
Oh, and look at that. We're gonna get to use all three of them. Sadly, we don't get... I mean, I guess it makes sense for it to be support only, but... Meh. Alrighty then. Will this Aresh be able to be bonded? She will. Oh, mystery headache. No, Aresh, why no bond? Why? Why no NP? Alright. So Dobrynya, we'll get to do a bit of a servant profile for that. So Dobrynya is a single target Arts Lancer. Special attack against Earth that increases overcharge, inflicts NP seal, and decrease Arts resistance. Her first skill, My Summer Steed B, Arts by 3, NP gauge, and crit stars. We'll go ahead and lead with that. Okay. And that was a 77% at level 8. So I'm guessing it is a 30% battery at level 10. Second skill, Anti-Dragon Combat Near Water. Increases attack for 3 turns, crit strength, and applies a special attack against dragons for yourself, as well as increase attack and crit strength and defense when near water. That's not bad at all. So we are apparently not near water. And her final skill is Summertime Nickich. Crit stars for every turn for 3 turns, NP gauge each turn, and HP each turn, and NP gain for yourself. Lots of stuff there. She's pretty self-sufficient, it seems. Zufu is a AoE Buster Avenger. Significant special attack damage against human attributes that increases with overcharge. High chance to inflict death on... No. Oh, she is a single target as well. So death to a single enemy, and when death succeeds, increase attack for all allies. Okay. That's an interesting niche. I feel like she could pair up well with many of the Nidos. Her first skill, Taoist Arts Doll Control. Arts by 3, Buster for 3, and NP gauge for self. Also, probably a 30% gauge. Second skill is Territory Evolution Village B++. Increase MP gauge and MP gauge each turn, as well as MP charge by 1 level for all allies for 1 time 3 turns. We'll save that then. Final skill is Collection worth 1,000 dolls, Death success rate, and NP strength, and special attack against poisoned, perk, curse, and burned units. Alright. We have a mighty chain here, so we might as well take it. Beep. Boop.
flip the script like this.
あっちね。行くわよ。
Sadly, Aresh's PAL levels, or Destiny Bond levels, or however you want to call them, are not going to be as important since she's NP sealed, dang nabbit. It's annoying. I should still probably use her skills, though. Just so that way they are given the buffs. And we got another Mighty Chain situation here. B-A-Q. That was... Did she just... Did Zufu just go Pokemon on us and announce her name? That's hilarious. Alright, so we'll do Territory Evolution. And we'll do this as well. Alright, and we will go... Mainly her U-Doll did it. Okay. Yep, can I? I can. Let's get a little boost here. Doop, dop. Let's see some NPs here. Zufu, whose NP I will probably not see for very long because I don't have her. See the beach, summer, people encounters, Twilight, Lady U. Oh my gosh, she's got a chain. Oh, that's great. She goes Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, Zufu, I really wish I had gotten her now. Dobrynya. You there cross a river of blood. Wow, not much of a chant on her. But quite the fucking pose, damn. That was a pose she struck. Alright, that wasn't that bad. We 3-turned it. I kind of hope we get a new Mystic Code here. I do kind of hope we get a new Mystic Code. It would be nice. Another battle node that is support only. Alrighty. That was weird. Wasn't there more of us than this? Yeah, one of us is slacking off, like it's her only true calling. Hey, what do you think you were doing? Come, Master, let's leave the barbarism for the others and head somewhere safer. You know, that's a good point. I didn't even realize she didn't fight. In fact, why don't we take this opportunity to go for a nice walk? You can't truly get a sense of a city if all you do is stay in a car. And it's only by walking its streets with a companion, perhaps even while holding hands. Oh! She's coming on to us. That one can probably feel the beating heart of a city. We can't just abandon everyone else. Did you really think you could steal a march on mass? I mean, abandon your duty without us noticing? Now, come on, get back to work. Work. Right, I almost forgot. I don't think she did. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but I'm counting on you to represent Latin America. Birdbrain and Kukulkan are too dumb. What do you mean, brother? They're certainly not the most elegant servants, but I never thought of them as stupid. They act on instinct, not logic, and it's forever blowing up in their faces. What is that, if not stupid? Also, if they did not say that apparently the summer event is going to lead to an Ordeal Call, I would take this as why you needed the prologue for Ordeal Call done. Or at least Lost Belt 7. But you're not like them. You're aware of your position and understand the stakes, right? Something's going on in that Dubai place. Find out who the real enemy is there and deal with them. You can gratify yourself after that's done. Got it? Yep, Tez. That's the great Tezcatlipoca for you. He can be downright terrifying when he really wants to make a point. Alright then, I suppose I can pull my weight for now. Besides, there's no need to rush. I'm sure I'll have plenty of other opportunities to spend alone time with Master. I know that look in her eyes. That's the look of a woman who regrets nothing. I know it real good.
I appreciate the assistance. All that's left now is to remove that barricade. Come on, let's get to work.
Up, 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 up. We have to fight the... So we have to actually fight the barricade. Okay. I'm gonna choose Arash because... You know, it makes sense to have Arash here. More than any of the others, because Arash is waifu. Also, I noticed the guys have a CE equipped as well. That must be the male summer CEs. Ah, doors. I alone will suffice. She is not... You gotta be kidding me. Her NP is locked. Tenochtitlan, why? Also, she's a moon cancer. Okay. It's not even gonna tell me what her NP is? Lame. That's so lame. So, arts effectiveness, damage plus, water slide livelihood is crit strength near water, quicken arts boosts and damage cut for all allies when you're on the field. So, I feel like she might have an art... She probably has a quick NP if I had to hazard a guess. Also, only one wave. Alright, Squall, NP gauge, and HP restore each turn, increase attack for all allies, and increase attack for all enemies. It's not terrible. Summer Wars A, target focus and defense, and apply saber NP strength is increased when damaged. Again, not bad. Final skill, Moon Rabbit EX, quick for 3, buster for 3, evasion for 1 turn, and crit strength for 3 turns, and school talent. Skill cooldown reduced by 1 for all buddy type servants. That is so specifically niche. I mean, the Koyans and who else? Who else beside the Koyans? I mean, Ruler Toria, I suppose, would also presumably qualify. Oh, she's got her mech. That's nice. But I don't know who else. Actually, I wonder if the second Ascension Castoria Summer qualifies as a bunny servant. That would be interesting. Alright, let's see a mighty chain from you. Let's see what you're all about. Guns, swimming pool, mech. Giant mech shooting a gun from a swimming pool. Her extra attack ties in all of her basic attacks. Shiki. Good call, good call. Hey, does that mean, J6, does that mean you're gonna go for Tenochtitlan as well, since she helps, Shiki? Great job, everyone. Thank you for your help. Alright, let's get on the road. Now that traffic is moving again, it won't be a long drive. You said Bibi is waiting for us at the Burj Khalifa, right? Well, more accurately, she'll be waiting for you at Dubai Fountain near the Dubai Mall. That's the only entrance to the Burj Khalifa. There used to be more entrances over at the mall, but we decided to change that to make things more straightforward. It's very important to be straightforward, after all. More new places, huh? I don't suppose you'd be kind enough to tell us Dubai newbies more about them, would you? Oh, very well. In fact, this might be the perfect time to give you a quick rundown of Dubai as a whole. Yep, Level Up Dock is open. Broadly speaking, this Dubai of the future is divided into 5 different areas. Let's briefly go over each of them. First, the Southeast District. This area is still not well developed. It currently has the most vacant properties of any district. Bunny Artoria. Okay. Puts her at -12. This is also where the Marion Hotel, where you'll be staying, can be found. The further south from the city center you go, the more desert there is waiting for you. For those of you who come from a region without sand, it could be a great place to experience the desert's unique pleasures. Dubai's Southwest District contains its traditional marketplace, the Souk. I don't know how to pronounce that word. The Souk area, maybe? I'd recommend it most especially if you have any interest in vigorous haggling with local merchants. A marketplace must have all kinds of shops that stood there for a long, long time. A place for people and products to come and go in ways no modern buildings could ever hope to match. You humans do love trade, don't you? The Northwest District is the newly developed beach and resort area. That it has both a desert and a world-class marine resort is one of Dubai's greatest strengths. So you're saying we're gonna... Not reading that. The Northeast area is a financial district packed with high-rise buildings. It's essentially Dubai's economic hub. Why is there a Ferris wheel in the economic district? That doesn't make much sense to me. It's also home to a futuristic museum and the enormous Dubai Frame Museum Observatory. You can also see a gigantic Ferris wheel at the beach here. It's a real sight to behold, especially when it lights up at night. And last, but certainly not least, we have the downtown area right at the city center. In addition to the biggest landmark, the Burj Khalifa on Dubai Fountain, which also serves as Burj Khalifa's entrance. This is also where you'll find the Dubai Mall, a commercial complex of truly colossal scale. Fair. There's plenty more I can tell you about each area, but this should do for an overview. This is all mostly in line with what I expected, but parts of it seem different somehow. Maybe it's just because it's 2030. It could also be because that Chaldea's database entry is just incomplete. Either way, I suppose we should focus on what we can learn on site rather than relying on potentially outdated information. Which, look at that, seems we've reached our destination while I was talking. Welcome to Dubai Fountain, aka the Burj Khalifa's entrance. I'm trying to see, like, based off the map geography, if there is any hints, because the CCC event was obviously BB's body, so I'm trying to see if there was anything like that. Well, actually, we're just in front of the entrance right now. As you can see, the fountain plaza that leads inside the Burj Khalifa is currently blocked off. But don't worry, this is just BB drawing things out. What about the red carpet? This looks like the kind of thing usually reserved for movie stars. That's exactly what it is. As far as her supporters are concerned, she's the brightest star there is. There she is, she's just as gorgeous as ever. BB, over here. Oh boy. Good gracious, that is a lot of gold. I don't think she is a... Is she still BB, or is she, like... I don't know, maybe, like... GG? Maybe HH? I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Is that... Welcome everyone to my Dubai, a Dubai filled with joy and happiness. As the ruler of this wonderful city, the most glamorous version of myself ever to exist. I, BB Dubai, extend you the most heartfelt welcome to my city. Hairstyle is interesting. And again, I'm still not sure that this isn't Kazura in disguise. I'm not sure it isn't. That's my theory. This could well be Kazura in disguise like she does in Foxtail. No battles. Thank you all so much for coming, my good Chaldeans. I do hope you'll enjoy the summer of your life here. Be prepared for joy like you've never experienced. Yeah, exchange glances with everyone else. What? Why are you looking at me like that? No, wait, don't tell me I understand. You're so overwhelmed by the gap between my sparkling glory and your own peasant-like selves that you don't know what to do. That's it, isn't it? Well, don't you worry, I invited you all here personally. You have my word that you will want for nothing during your stay. Yeah, she's not acting like the normal BB either. That includes your hotel room, your meals, and of course, Lily's guide fees. None of this will cost you so much as a single dirham. BB, as much as I appreciate you footing the bill for all of this, I do still have a few questions. And what might those be? Wait, let me guess. You want to know the brand and number of perfume I'm using, right? Yeah, this... BB is not acting like BB. I can't blame you there. You're all at that age, after all. Okay, I usually wouldn't tell. Okay, that's a... Grammar alert, improper grammar alert. Missing word. They missed the word this. I usually wouldn't tell this just to anyone. Would be the proper sentence formation here. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Translators, tisk, tisk, tisk. No, this isn't about perfume. After we arrived in this world, we noticed several anomalies. No, this just to anyone would work just as well. I wouldn't tell that just to anyone could also work, but it kind of depends on the tense that you're using. And she's sort of speaking like she's telling a secret, like this secret. Not that secret. Most notably, we haven't been able to contact Chaldea. Do you have any idea for why that might be? You know, removing the 2 could definitely work. Yeah, removing the 2 actually might be better. How should I know? It's probably just how far away you are. Still, I'd hate for anything at all to distract you during your stay. I want you all to enjoy your summer vacation here in Dubai and experience as much joy as humanly possible. I have some questions for you too. For starters, what's with all those electronic billboards? From the shape alone, I'm pretty sure you had something to do with them. I was wondering about those too. Frankly, from an urban planning perspective, they make me doubt the sanity of the city's architecture. Oh yes, I'm glad you noticed them. Those are joy counters. I had them thrown together so you could have an easy way to see how much fun you're having here. Joy counters. That's right, they're designed to track exactly how much joy you accumulate during your trip, and reflected in a numerical value in real time. For example, as you visit fun places and enjoy lots of delicious foods, your points will go up accordingly. And as your points reach certain levels, they'll also act as an easy-to-understand indicator for your progress in the event. I mean, aren't you sick and tired of doing pointless quests that feel like they'd never end? Well, with my joy counters, you'll know exactly what you need to do to reach your goals, and the people of Dubai will know exactly how well their city is being received. Meta! Gotta love when things get meta. You win, I win, Dubai wins. You know, BB, I could take Mash and Aresh to my hotel room and get the joy counter up really fast without experiencing the delights Dubai has to offer. So, just saying, you might have wanted to be a little less general with what these counters are, because a lot of joy can be had just in a single room with 2 waifus. In fact, I think quality of life improvement like this are exactly the special touch the other events we've had have been missing. Gamifying trip is up your alley. Alright, now I'm even more glad I took the trouble to look up the way you think. Alright, go ahead and give them the counter watches to make it even easier for them, Lily. Okay. I'm sure you could find a lot of joy there. Once you've maxed that counter out, you'll have completed your mission, and once you have, you'll receive a special invitation to the Burj Khalifa's exclusive observatory floor. But you don't get a chance like that every day, you know. And once you make your way to Burj Khalifa's observatory floor, you'll be greeted with more joy than you can possibly imagine in the greatest goal in all of human history. So that'll be something to look forward to. Oh, but first I should explain a bit about what needs to happen, and amuse-bouche for your trip if you'd like. Basically, I want you all to come back here when the counter reaches 9998, right before it maxes out. That's when I'll remove this seal from this fountain. Then I'll present the last and possibly awesome set piece myself, and give you the ultimate moment of happiness to get the last point for your joy counter. Missions, points, this is starting to sound more and more like a job than a vacation. Shouldn't we have more freedom to spend our summer vacations how we like? Don't be ridiculous. Now that I've invited you, it's my duty to make sure you're all happy to be here. Otherwise, you won't be able to say you really got the most possible enjoyment from your precious time here. So once you've had your fun maxing out the joy counter, I'll make sure you all have the safe path back to Chaldea.
There's still some things I don't understand, but I'm relieved you have to have your word that we'll have no problem getting home.
So let me get all this straight. Those billboards we've been seeing throughout the city are joy counters, and the numbers on them will go up whenever we feel joyful. Then, once the counter's maxed out, we'll have fulfilled BB's conditions and completed the summer vacation mission, which will then grant us passage to the Burj Khalifa and let us go back to Chaldea. Is that right? It also sounds like we can stop when the counter sets at 9998. At that point, BB will remove the seal on the Fountain Plaza, giving us some kind of special show. And then we should be all maxed out on points and done with the mission. I have a question now. Is it all that different from our original plan in coming here? Well, we initially planned to take BB up on her invitation to tour Dubai for this year's summer break, and then go back to Chaldea when we're done, so... Exactly, they don't define joy. Joy is too broad of a term. Like I said, I can probably max out the counter within, like, a day with just me and Mash and Aresh in the hotel room. That joy counter will just go up and up and up, you know? So it really needs some better thought through. So nothing's changed. On the surface, anyway. All that sounds fine, yes, but I get the sense there's more to it than we're being told. A joy counter to get the most out of Dubai, why would they make something like that? And that concludes your Dubai sightseeing orientation. You better be grateful for me to taking the time out of my insanely busy schedule to do this for you in person. I trust you understand now that your orientation is over, but to be clear, the Fountain Plaza is reserved for the final boss. So don't expect to just walk in here whenever you feel like it. Anyway, I'll let my trustworthy subordinate take it from here. You're in good hands with her. Now go on back to your hotel and get some rest. Tomorrow your sightseeing begins. Wait, I still have more questions for... Alright, let's go back to the hotel and start working on that joy counter. Mash, Aresh, you're rooming with me. Still something else in the Section 1. Another no battle node. Neck crackle pop. Okay, you're all checked in. Here are your room keys. We reserved the entire 16th floor for you. You each have your own VIP suites. Thanks for your help. Not at all, just doing my job. So what are your dinner plans tonight? Master and I were just talking about that. We decided to keep it simple and just have the rations we brought from Chaldea tonight. I see. Well, it seems like a waste to me, but understood. I'll see you all tomorrow then, after you finish breakfast. Well, I recommend the buffet on the hotel's first floor. It's free of charge, naturally. Alright, enjoy your trip to Dubai, last member of humanity, until we meet again. Let's at least have dinner together. Good idea. We do have lots to discuss. Also, Janice, I have been taking close looks at all the faces as they've been going, just to try and envision things I can do for the face that I'm drawing. And I am liking Aresh's bangs here. But I almost feel like the eyebrows that I drew are a little too thick. I don't know. They just... Thinking at what I drew, the eyebrows on all the servants' faces just look a lot thinner, so I might need to thin them out a bit. And I definitely know how I can change the nose, too. Okay, let's all meet up in Soul's room once we've gotten situated. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of thinning out the eyebrows at least. And modifying the nose. I took a quick look around and didn't smell any demonic beasts or traps nearby. But after those, I kind of think the only other thing to do is to start working on the hair. And I put up a bounded field around the entire floor, just to be safe. That's great. Thanks, you two. That just leaves Percival. Oh, there he is now.
I guess I'm the last one. Sorry to keep you waiting. Everything alright? Well, in addition to this floor, I took a quick jaunt around the entire hotel to see what I could learn. And I did notice something odd. Every floor from the 7th to the 59th is completely inaccessible. I couldn't even get the elevator to stop there. When I asked the staff about it, they'd only said those floors are being used for storage. Excuse me. That's an awful lot of storage space. Is that common for big hotels like this?
Of course not. No hotel would be built in such a way that most of the building couldn't be used. Places like this live and die by their booking capacity. They want more, not less. I feel like that would have been a Tenochtitlan line rather than a Zufu line, but that's just me. I also learned there are other facilities at the 1st through 6th floors, like a pool, restaurant, and gym. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be anything amiss about those. Well, in any case, our situation doesn't seem to have changed significantly. There are certainly some oddities here and there, but nothing so bad that we need to be on high alert. So I think we... Ow. Well, hang on. Something flashes across the screen there. Okay. Something flashed across the screen there, but it was too fast. I couldn't pick out what it was. I might have to... I kind of doubt slowing it down would show anything. Which I would have to do in post, but... Something wrong? No, I'm okay. Just got a little dizzy spell? Headache? For a second, maybe it's the altitude. We are pretty high up. Crackle pop the neck. It really is a gorgeous view, isn't it? Just looking at the scenery is getting me excited. Scale is like nothing I've seen. Honestly, I would like to see a super big city at some point. Like, I've seen a lot of wide open nature spaces, but I've not seen a true sprawling city before. Pirates are used to climbing the mast for lookout duty, so I thought I was used to heights. But this is really something else altogether. Does this mean the view from the Burj Khalifa is even more amazing? Good question. If so, I can't even imagine what it must look like. Part of me thinks this would be too different from here. And another part feels certain it must be completely different. This is nice and all, but maybe we could have dinner soon? Putting up that bounded field did tire me out. If only Lady Yu were here to give me a pat on the head and tell me what a good job I did. Let's rest so we can enjoy ourselves tomorrow. And if we run anything dangerous or not, we'll take care of it. That's fair. I would like to see it from, like, an elevated position, too, though. And honestly, even though I know it's probably never gonna happen, I would love to, like, look from atop a mountain to see everything that you can see from atop a mountain. That feels like it would be amazing. Cheery breakfast, only one node. Hey, that joy counter should be up there, you know. A night's passed and we had a ration mashed on hand, so that counter should be higher than 0. I like how the transitionary thing goes from digital to more glossy, by the way, there. See, I'm not sure, though, if I should be splitting... If the summer event is prelude to Ordeal Call, I don't know if I should do it section by section as I do with everything else, as far as the main story segments goes. I might. In which case I do not have a lot of downtime in between sections 1 and 2 to split the video, but I'll figure it out. That was a good night's sleep. Good morning, Senpai. Are you hungry? Do you want to go to the breakfast buffet BB Lily mentioned yesterday? Thought you'd never ask. A tea field. What is a tea field? Looks like I caught you at the perfect time then. I'm good. I'm glad. Okay, let's get going. Everyone else. Well, there goes my private breakfast date with the Master. Are you all here to invite him to breakfast too? I've been fine eating alone. You might, but for the rest of us, seeing you sitting all alone would be awkward. So you'll just have to put up with us. Looks like everyone had the same idea. Let's all have breakfast together then. The top of a mountain. Again, I would love to go, but I know I would not be able to climb the top. Okay, there's other servants here too. Trung Sisters, Lakshmi, William Tell, Adelante. Wow! They're using the OG Adelante. She's been, like, replaced in everything by Berserker version. It's such a surprise to see her OG form. Such a nice change of pace. I see this restaurant is open to the public as well. Most of the people coming here to eat are coming in from the pool on the floor above us. Looks like we can have someone show us to a table. Let's do that before we start loading up plates. Okay. I guess that is self-explanatory then, yeah. You know, consider me not fancy, but a pastry like a donut or eggs, potatoes, all that would be a good... I don't think, like, a breakfast buffet really makes sense. Like, I'm good with pancakes, I'm good with, like, pastry bread, I'm good with donuts, eggs, potatoes, toast. Like, I'm good with a lot of breakfast stuff, but this feels like it might be a little bit a lot. So many different things, like, how much variety can you truly have for breakfast? I know, I'm not sure I've ever seen so many different foods in one place before. They have Western staples like fresh bread and omelets, and wide assortment of Asian foods, and they even have Chinese food, spring rolls and dumplings. Yes, please. Of course, plenty of Middle Eastern dishes as well. Although, even after seeing the names and the dishes themselves, I still can't imagine what they taste like. Now I really wish I'd studied harder before we left. Sample things one at a time. Oh. Chiome! Sounds like you need a food taster. Say the word, Master, and I will gladly oblige. Didn't know you were here, Chiome. Welcome back, Andy. I am indeed. I came to the city to make the most of my summer leave. I was very fortunate that the locals welcomed me and were kind enough to show me this place where I might enjoy some breakfast. But being a shinobi, I have not found it in myself to relax my guard. I have therefore shamefully been clinging to the ceiling while I look down upon all these unfamiliar foods I've been hesitant to try. Yeah, apparently it's because it leads into Ordeal Call 3. You need to complete this summer to get to Ordeal Call 3, so makes sense. And that means that both the event and Ordeal Call 3 are time limited, but somebody said something about them being main interludes eventually, so I guess that makes sense. But should you require to be tested for poison, Master, then I, Mochizuki Chiome, will gladly offer my tongue in you and your companion's service. This I promise. Alright, would you do the honors then? Of course. Oh, come on, I really can't imagine any of these dishes are poisoned. I think this is one of those close mouth because there's no flies moments. I get it, Chiome's probably been too overwhelmed to choose what to eat too. But if she has a firm objective like tasting food for poison to achieve, then she has the perfect excuse to sample all kinds of different dishes. Excellent logic. In that case, would you mind tasting some of the Western staples for me? Let's go with freshly baked bread, scrambled eggs, bacon, and sausage. 3 out of the 4 I'd eat. I don't really care for sausage, honestly. That'll be my honor. Then without further ado... She's just gonna keep eating. Nope, no poison here. So how's the taste? One word. Delicious. Aw, I was hoping her eye would open up wide and be sparkly. That'd be adorable. I think we do need more Chiome. I kind of want to summon her. A summer version of her. I see, I'm glad to hear that. Next, how about the pho from the Asian Noodle Corner? I noticed Hai Ba Trung have some earlier and it looks very tempting. What's up, J6? Bring it on. No poison. Delicious. While you're at it, try these dim sum from the Chinese corner. There's a cream of pumpkin spring rolls, steamed meat buns, and more. I don't know how to pronounce it. But, pumpkin spring rolls. I do like pumpkin. What? And I have made, homemade meat buns. Not steamed, of course, but I have made meat buns, but... What is a spring roll, exactly? Feel free to rant, J6. No delicious. Should finish one word before starting the next. Great. While we're at it, try some of these local delicacies, too. Stewed meat, shrimp sauté, some kind of dried fruit. Delicious. Not even pretending for poison. Oh, Chiome. Yeah, go ahead, man. So, can we say the conclusion you reached is everything here is incredibly delicious? Oh, right. Matters of taste aside, I can indeed confirm these foods are poison-free and safe to eat. Is that all you wish to have tested? What about the dishes over there? I don't believe we've investigated them yet. I thought it didn't matter what I ate as long as it kept me going. But if everything is good, I'm not sure how to decide what to eat now. I've heard that a buffet is its own kind of battlefield. You need to formulate a strategy to maximize results, pace yourself, zero in on a priority target. Always be mindful of your limits and work for the best possible outcome without any regrets. Think you can help me? Think you can keep up with me? Oh, those eyes are brimming with confidence. That rock-solid aura of dependability. I have no idea we were also a master of buffet, senpai. I'll admit I'm not confident in my chances, but I promise to do my best to keep up. Dates and locations of 2027 tournaments, not a single one in Canada. That sucks. By the way, J6, you do not need to say where in Canada you live, but I hope you are safe because I've heard there are some wildfires going on in Canada. So I hope that you are safe from the wildfires. Small burritos but filled with vegetables and clear noodles where you're from. So it would be a pumpkin pastry, essentially, is what the pumpkin spring roll would be. Cooked meat, good rice, and damn sour cabbage is watering over that. I don't care for cabbage. The texture for me. I do not care for the texture of cabbage. Cold or fried. Interesting. We're, of course, going to bring Arash. Hey, we get to have the choice of support. So we are, of course, going to be going with the support that is getting us the 120 quartz within less than 20 days. Yep, less than 20 days. To be exact, if I were to just do the bleached earth, Arash would be in 20 days and one extra roll, or one extra, excuse me, storm pod. Achan, so it's roughly 12,000 per day that I get. So she would be one, carry the 7 would be 78, so 16 to 17 days for Achan. And probably the Jalters too. Yeah, 16 to 17 days for the back line here, and about 20 days, but that's only if I do not use them in other quests, which I'm obviously doing. Yeah, a lot of veggies just don't... I don't care for the texture of a lot of veggies. I eat carrots, don't get me wrong, I'll have carrots. I'll have tomatoes as a sauce, but that's kind of the extent of things. What do these things have? Increase the attack for one enemy when defeated. I think I will normal clear the first wave here, and then NP on the others. Never actually had an olive. Never have actually had an olive before, so cannot say. Boop, bop, beep. Oh, it's not a matter of, it's not a matter of opportunity, it's more just... They are available in the USA, I've just never had reason to try them, you know? Alright, Arash base, it is time to get going here. Let's start getting some stars here. We'll do that as well, just because. And let's go Aristotle. I didn't confirm anything about the USA sucking. Ooh, that's not pops. But yeah, I hope you are safe in Canada, J6, with regards to the wildfires, wherever they are in relation to you. I hope you are safe. Because I know it's caused by a massive heat wave that's been sweeping across the US lately. Which I guess is our turn, considering that England got the heat wave last week. Alright, yeah. Our rest can take care of this. No. Honestly, I might have been able to 3-turn this. A regional championship.
地に監獄し
Are you gonna try and qualify,
我が
Jason?
メイクの怒り反省するのだわ
Also, Janice, can you bring up the chicken debate from Ordeal Call 2? I do wonder what kind of debates will arise from Ordeal Call 3 here. It's weird. Oh, more? Why is there more? Why is there more enemies? I wasn't ready for more enemies, damn it! Well, you said there's a regional tournament. Or there'll be a nice regional championship. I thought you meant regional as in your region. My bad.
私が死んでご覧になります
But
天にできる
all of the Ordeal calls have been
我が
fostering
メイクの怒り
debates lately.
反省するのだわ
Oh, nice. Got it. So I wonder what kind of debate will be fostered from Ordeal Call 3, and why they lied and made it a moon cancer rather than ruler. Because I have no idea, like,
泳ぎに行きましょう
what the purpose of the moon cancer class
泳いだこと
is.
ないけど
Absolutely, positively, zero idea of what it could be. But I suppose we'll find out. Probably BB's fault? True. Would in doubt blame BB. Stuff, but it was worth it. I know what you mean. Even the Arab dishes we were unfamiliar with turned out to be absolutely yummy. It was like opening a door to a world I never even knew existed. Ugh, feeling sick. Maybe I got a little carried away, especially so early in the day. Better have some of my herbal medicine. Let's see, should I go with the Anzhang San or the Li Junzi Wan better in this case? A satisfying meal speaks well of the city that served it. I'm very pleased with this. Did you not care for breakfast, Arash? Oh, no, not at all. Everything was delicious. I'm just not feeling great right now. I didn't want to eat too much since I only just woke up. Unlike a certain gluttonous queen of heaven I could name, I, the goddess of the underworld, understand restraint. Looks like we just missed each other. I've never been to a buffet before, but I love it. Especially the all-you-can-eat part. It was delicious as well. The whole experience was all but perfect. What a great start to our trip. I'm so glad I got to sample the local cuisine on the morning of our very first day here. Just remember that sometimes less is more, Sir Knight, or you do not know the value of moderation in all things. Yes, Percy was bulking. If you're wondering, Carno was being so hard on Percival because he sat with him. You should have seen how dutifully he polished off every last bite of the mountain of food Percival put in front of him. I would have been in the same boat if I hadn't gone to load up my own plate. When I close my eyes, I still see that mountain. Competitive Pokemon is more accessible than ever with Pokemon Champions. In-person still bans, but really? That's incredibly lame. Why would they ban mobile players? I've chatted with Velvet recently, and a yes. She told me how she got Merlin and Kama. Honestly, I still don't know how he managed to fit all that food in such a slim frame. I managed just fine. There's more to me than just granting benefaction. I'm also perfectly willing to receive it. That said, I hope you don't mind if I stay quiet for a while. I'm trying to focus on my digestion right now. Does that actually work? I wonder, does focusing on your digestion actually work? I know mind over matter is a thing, but... I see. At any rate, I'm glad we could start the day with a meal. Now we should be all set to get started on today's sightseeing. What was that sound? Oh, the joy counter. A new Digimon phone game. Nice. I've not played any Digimon games in a long time, man. A long, long time. You can understand the reasoning feels like it could be handled better. I agree, J6. It could definitely be handled better, especially if Pokemon Champions ends up blowing up on mobile devices, so... Looks like the joy counter BB Dubai gave us just started ticking up. I am feeling happy right now, so that tracks. According to my preliminary research, Dubai is a tourist's paradise, so if they're regularly hosting travelers from all around the world, it follows they would need to be able to accommodate diverse culinary preferences as well. Which would explain why their Western and Asian offerings are just as exceptional as their Arab ones. What a wonderful thing to be so considerate of various people's myriad tastes. And that proves this is a peaceful country. I can't deny my king could be somewhat indifferent to things like this. Maybe she would have felt different if she had spent some time here. Oh. Percival. Percival. I blame Gawain with his endless mashed potatoes. That he somehow broke the space-time continuum to get to Britain early. Saber is a massive foodie. She would love the buffet. Love it. Surprised she seemed that way to you, sir. Second helpings. No problems there, Andy. I do not care for BB, but I am going to have to roll on the banner she is presumably on because I need Achon, who will be on that banner. And I'm still not convinced that the BB we're encountering is actually BB because Kazura is a part of this event. And per the Foxtail lore, Kazura impersonated BB. So I'm wondering if it's not BB, but Kazura impersonating, you know? Which would also explain the off behavior and the fact that she seems to not really be B's, but more like K's, you know? Or maybe HH's. I don't really know. It's hard to tell. I'm not really good with that kind of stuff. Oh, I missed line. Although it is possible this restaurant is an exception rather than the rule, and other places may be less attentive in that regard. Regardless, I look forward to seeing what further culinary delights await us here. Ha ha ha, good reference to last stream, Andy. I believe BB Lily should be arriving at any moment now to start showing us around Dubai. Sorry I'm late. There she is. What she got carrying around with her? Lip! I'm sorry, I got lost on my way here. Surprise Lip! Okay. Are we... I don't remember, but I feel like Kazura impersonated Lip as well. I don't recall the exact lore, though. Oh, what do we got? What's loading? Ah! Clear the event. So, tourism points. Tours around Dubai raise the joy counter in event story. Main quest unlock as the joy counter increases. Okay. Lots and lots of stuff in the shop. What are the materials? Cauldrons is good, because I don't really have that available to me. Well, I mean I do, but I don't have many. And bells, okay. Special tourism quest has appeared in downtown. Completed to build your joy counter. And we need 500 or more joy in order to get... Well... Oh wait, we can't even do the special tourism quest? That's lame. Well, this is annoying. The next section is available. This is gonna be the 3-star. So... Hang on, I gotta... fly of some sort. There. Sprayed it with rubbing alcohol. So I'm... Oh, God. I forgot how strong rubbing alcohol is when you spray it in front of you. But it was all necessary to kill a bug. Alright, yeah, I think I should be fine, too. I just need a good support servant here. Let's go with this Scotty. And we're gonna just copy this party into slot 12, I guess. I don't know what all the other slots are about, but I definitely need to go through my slots at some point. So this is gonna be our bronze currency shop. I can definitely MLB some of the Jinakosi E's, it looks like. Can definitely do that. Alright. Let's... Okay, I gotta push my chair back. That is too close to rubbing alcohol smell. That does suck, J6. Okay. Not the smell of rubbing alcohol is not wafting into my nostrils anymore.
禁止。
Okay, so I will run through these, hopefully get enough points for Section 3. How many sections are currently available as far as the story goes right now, actually? That is an excellent question. Does anybody have an answer for that for me? It would be appreciated. No. I didn't need to do a Brave Chain. Or a Mighty Chain, rather. Is it just a Section 3, or is it possible that more? Don't know. That's fair. No idea. Okay. Noted. Hey, Kukulakin! Or Quetzalcoatl. Both. Same. Oh, that should be easy. Go, Aresh, go. Haven't really done the event, just skip through the story. Fair. Some people just skip them, that's completely understandable. Excuse me. Okay. Smell of rubbing alcohol has lessened, at least. I'm gonna cautiously wait before I scooch forwards. Oh, that's a lot of tourism points we just gained. Over 6,000. You tend to wait until the event is over. That's fair. Like, that is a perfectly understandable point of view, or that's a perfectly understandable approach. So it is... No, wait, it's joy counter. I need a joy counter? Okay, so the tourism gets us joy. I get it. I understand now. Now I understand. So this is going to be silver currency. Can we get someone... Hey, we got a Koyan. I'll take that. Oh, dang it. I forgot to switch CEs out. I was antsy. Damn it. That's my bad. Oh well. I mean, again, we're going for the tourism points more than anything. Possibly. It kind of depends on how much of the event is available to me. Because, I mean, we are approaching the 2.5-hour marker. Granted, I did spend almost an hour on rolls, so... And been following the World Cup since the finals are approaching. I've not seen the finals. I've not done it lately. I do know that, I'm not just watching the USA, but I do know Belgium beat the USA. And I want to say that the Netherlands beat France. Oh, Spain versus Argentina. Okay. I also kind of follow the World Cup mainly through memes, and that's how I know, because there's all sorts of different versions of Miku, and, like, Hatsune Miku was passed along or something like that. I don't know. It's the memes. Memes don't need to make sense. When is the finals, then? Out of curiosity, do you... I mean, you might know. You probably know, actually. Because I actually do like soccer. I played it in high school, and it holds a special place in my heart. Correct. Football. When is the football? It's what I called it, okay? I called it soccer because that's what I grew up calling it. I know it's called football everywhere else in the world, and that America is silly for calling it. You also call... Don't patronize me then, man. If you also call it soccer, then don't patronize me for calling it soccer. Bronze fruit, and still not enough. How many points are we at? We're at 16,000, we need 25. this... Ooh, Saber Node. Ooh. Saber Node. This... I mean, it's still low-leveled enough, so we might not have too big of an issue. I'm going to copy this party. And put it in party 14. So this will be for the 5 stars, and I'll make the 4-star ones later. Will we have enough? Oh, we are just going to have enough for these 2 CEs. Alright. Let's go. Fine, you can patronize me if it makes you feel better. I kind of find it funny, though, because in Hollow Ataraxia stream yesterday, there was a football section, but even though they were localizing it to English, and they still called it soccer even though it was happening in Japan. I found that hilarious, in a way. And that Saber, you know, thought that it was essentially rugby. Yeah. Alcohol smell is gone. Yes, that was a very long section, surprisingly. But, you know, I think that Saber outfit was pretty nice. That was a nice, casual look for Saber. And you don't get that often. And hey, at least it was not as long as all of the Taiga quizzes. Or the weird, sort of, arcade-esque minigame that I'm going to need to look up a freaking guide for to figure out how to get all of the CGs. Third place fight is on Saturday. Hey, Rama and monkeys makes sense. Oh god, the Kirei scenes. At least he's dead in Hollow Ataraxia. At least he's dead in Hollow Ataraxia. Grand finals will be on Sunday. Okay. I might watch that then. I might just catch the grand finale of the World Cup. Oh, that's a... Good gracious, that's a CE. Well. Arts by 6, Buster by 6, NP by 8, and starting of 30. Gods dwell in heaven, gods dwell in the sky, gods dwell in the sea. In the distant heights, in the blue of the sky, and the blue of the sea, the dazzling forms of the gods are everywhere. Could this be the pinnacle of beauty? No. This is nowhere near the pinnacle of beauty. Also, ugh. Okay. I'm just gonna say it. There is a specific part of the anatomy of this drawing that is disgusting. Ugh. I mean, as far as I know, it's one of the hardest parts of the body to draw as well, so I can't fault them for it, especially since they probably do a better job than me, but still. I don't have enough points yet. Wait, no, I do. Yay. Special tourism crash the Opera House show. What did that say? Complete to boost joy counter. Okay. Well, let's go with this same squad. Let's see here. 2030 will be first half in Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay, and the second in Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. That is a long travel time between places. I mean, going from South America for the first half to Europe for the second? Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of moving around. Exactly. I think we're all at agreement here. 4 players. Like, jet lag, time zone adjustments as well would be a pain in the ass. Who wants to bet Italy won't be in the World Cup for 2030 again? I don't know why they weren't in it this year. I truly don't.
完全によろしくて
Boop, bop, beep.
泣きたいでしょう
Time crunch too, yeah. I mean, imagine if an airplane gets delayed. Oh, Italy's failing to qualify. Got it. Poor Italy. Poor Italy. Okay, I'm looking up something here real quick, just to see how far the event is going to go. Excuse me. Or rather, how much of the event is available today. It looks like it might only be the first 3 sections that are available. As it currently stands.
愛らしいうさぎに狩られる気分はどうですか
Which should become after this one. Right. Joy counter. Joy counter. I'll take some bells. Joy counter 510. Okay. So that does indeed... Oh, nope. Never mind. I guess the guide was wrong. So, only the first 2 sections are available. That kind of sucks. Well, I guess the stream is going to be coming to an end here, but I will keep to my word, and we will level up a servant. So, the servant at the top of the level up order docket is... Come on, I need... Mordred! I don't know if that was picked up too well or not. I was doing a little drum roll thing, but... Alright, so the classic Mo is getting the level up. So first, do I need to withdraw some foes? I do. So let's take some foes out of the storage here. Let's also use these tickets. More proofs of hero. Alright, so we'll take out you. Ooh, I'm getting low on space, though. We'll receive those ones, and then I need to use... Okay, good. I will need to use these foes first. Nope, not those foes. Use these foes first. And then withdraw the other foes to be used. One step closer to my father. I do feel like in that ascension, her voice should be muffled a little bit, you know? It would just make sense. It would just make sense. 20 of those foes. Alright, and now we can get to just straight leveling her up after this. And we got a lot of embers. A lot of embers. I mean, I guess Mo is an early game servant, so that makes sense why it's not. And I am going to go through like this, just because I don't want to be using my neutral embers. I don't have saber embers either, so Mo's just going to have to be content with archer embers. Because as I said, I mainly did the archer and assassin nodes for the majority of my AP spending. Alright, let's see Mo's second ascension. I wonder what it'll be. It is... Helmetless Mo! What? Of course I'm strong. Interlude unlocked as well. I need to see if there's a front-facing sprite for Mo. Because, good gracious, that is the kind... I think that is the hair... Because that is a high ponytail. I need to see if there's a front-facing sprite for Mo. Because that's the hairstyle I am trying to draw. Or going to be trying to draw, rather. One step closer to my father. Again. Some fangs, which I do have plenty of, thankfully. Ascension! I feel like spreading my wings. Pure Prism. Oh, not doing that yet. Cancel. And some more of these. In fact, with Mo done, I might actually do second place as well, because she is a low rarity servant. Oh, we got a super or great success. Nice. Nice. Yep, that is the plan. Alright, Master. What do you think? Secret of Pedigree. Alright, Mo, you're nearly done there. And I should have the embers enough to get another one. Though I don't think I'll be able to get another 5-star servant leveled up, unfortunately. Very, very unfortunately, another 5-star is likely going to be too much. At this current point in time, but who knows what the future holds. Alright, let's get Mo's final ascension. I really hope there is a good amount of QP to be had in this event as well, because I am starting to strain for it here. I do like Mo's final ascension. Thanks, Master. We finally reached this far. Rank up quest unlocked. I have a ton of rank up quests to do, actually, as well. So that's more quartz just sort of waiting in the wings. Oh, and we did a class score mission, too. Nice. I didn't even realize that we were close to that. Awesome. Success. Oh, come on. Give me a super great success here, man. Please. Dang it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do another level, but it does have to happen. So close. So close. But that is max leveled Mo. Before I don't know, we'll do her skills first. So, Mo, let's get your skills up to 666. So, Mana Burst for Buster Effectiveness. Oh, she's got a lot of rank ups, doesn't she? So, Mana Burst and Intuition rank up. That's nice. So I imagine that the first rank up quest will unlock a second. Although, if she has an interlude, one of those might come up from an interlude as well, so no guarantees. Alright. So, I'm going to officially mark off Mo from the level up order dock, because she is pretty much guaranteed to be hitting 666 here. That brings everyone up a spot, and the Fossil Lancer is next in the lineup. And I think I've got enough that I can do her today as well. So first, get her done, and then sadly the very next one is another 5-star, so it will take a little while in order to get the stuff together. Mainly because, again, I'm trying to preserve some stuff. Oh, my phone is lagging like heck. Okay, let me get through Mo completely without crashing, at least. Knock on wood. Alright, but first, what was the master mission I completed? Oh, we got another one of these. So, not only are we going to work on another servant, but we can work more on the class score. Because a yellow is... And we crash! Oh, I should have knocked on wood earlier. I should have knocked on wood a little earlier. Alright, that's fine. So we will do the class score here real quick, and then probably level up Mary Anning, and then we'll be calling the stream. Nice. Alright. 3 hours until Section 3 unlocks.
いらっしゃいだね、マスターくん。
So, class score... Extra 1... I don't think I'm able to quite complete it. No, I did extra 1. What am I doing? I've got extra 1 and extra 2. I'm working on Lancers, duh. I'd forget my own face if it wasn't attached. Or my own nose if it wasn't attached, whatever that phrase is. So, I think we should just do in this top left corner here first. It wouldn't really matter which one we do, so... this is going to be a slight drain on QP, but I think we're going to be fine. So far, none of the resources have been bad. Okay, yeah, that wasn't too bad. And now it is more of the Stars of Twilight, or whatever the heck they're called. Of which, I think the only way to get them... I can only get one more, actually, at this current point in time. And that is from... Oh, maybe not. I could have swore there was one for... Put it in progress. Huh, I could have swore there was one more for getting a bond. Level 6 bond. Unless, is that gonna swap? No. I guess I have no more available to me. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna do one more quick check. Just through the I'm gonna check through the interface itself to confirm it. Yeah. Oh, I completely missed these. I'm blind. There we go. Now everything is as complete as can be on the Lancer score. So yeah, I think I am at a lock until more of the yellow star things become available. I do now need to take out some more foes. I have not unlocked any of the extra append stuff for Aresh just yet. I've been mainly focusing on getting embers, and QP is incredibly tight right now. Alright, so let's get Marianne leveled up next. She is the next contestant after all. Plus, until I can max out her skills themselves, I am not going to worry about her appends. Because it would be kind of pointless to, you know, work on her actual appends before I do her skills or leveling her, you know? That's my opinion, at least. Alright, Marianne is fully foed up, and now it's time to get her leveled. Wow! Oh, 2 embers, that's a lot. That's a lot of embers. Sure do you know how to treat someone according to their value? Sure do. Sure do. There's the iconic ascension. What do you think? You finally realized the cute little rock you found by the sea was actually a super valuable jewel. What's that? You thought I'd be wearing less clothes? No, I did not. As freaking cold as it is here? How does that make sense? Madame Fossil's greatest discovery. Large amount of stars, but a demerit. Okay. So far, she's not asking a lot as far as mats go, but you never know. The next Olsen-shon. That's nice to get some servants done. Yes, she is a 2-star, but... Don't you think it's cold here? Depends on where here is. Canonically, right now, we're in Dubai, which is probably quite warm, so... Not really. There is indeed still room for you to get polished up. Indeed. Ascension. Also, it's occurred to me that I'm finally going to be using all of my golden foes here soon. All of my golden foes are finally going to get used. I just need to, you know, start leveling. This here is my final form. Cool, huh? Honestly, that is a pretty cool final form. You're wondering about my glasses. You know, an intellectual servant like me's gotta wear glasses to contain my overflowing knowledge. But I'll have you know, I have perfect vision. Aresh, obviously. It's gonna be Aresh and Achan summer forms that are going to be getting a lot of golden foes, because all the others are already golden foed up. All the other waifus, that is. Although I do think Castoria still needs to be worked on. Both versions of her. Even though... Hang on. Honestly, you poured so much into me. Who's not particularly good at fighting. You must be bored out of your mind. Not really. I'm enjoying myself. Unless you have feelings for me. No. Honestly, you're a fun little servant. Just kidding. Rare prism obtained. And enhance. And there we go. Marianning is leveled up. Yeah, if I go to filter and click off the not max leveled, and we go up to the top, yeah. So, Shelter, Melt, Aresh, Achan, Kama. Oh, I already did Bakatoria. Okay. Yeah, all the waifus are pretty much already maxed out as far as their foes go. It's just gonna be, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do normal Castoria, because that's been revealed to not actually be Castoria. So it's kind of contentious, you know. Alright, and now Marianning. You will get the skill up treatment wherever you are. There you are. Up to 666 with ya. Sea Lily Charisma. Attack, arts, and an NP gain for female allies. Kind of niche, but theoretically decent. And it does look like I will be able to 666 her, no issues. Nice. And then we will start probably cooling down and calling the stream here. So, a lot happened today. Summer event has started. Some unexpected rolls led to some unexpected surprises. And lots and lots more are sure to be found as the summer event continues in Friday's stream. So, I've been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out the channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There's plenty of content for all to enjoy. If you do want to catch me live and you're watching on YouTube, check the description of the video. There should be links to the Twitch and Discord where you can follow or join to get those sweet notifications. But for now, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.